Hey, welcome back to Tierra Querida. Today we're gonna head over to the Butte Lookout Trail, which according to All Trails is a 3.2 mile round trip, but I clocked 4 miles. So unless I, took the wrong turn somewhere, I would probably estimate for your trail to be 4 miles. If you're interested in this trail, keep on watching and welcome back. This is Tierra Querida. This hiking trail is about 2.5 hours from Seattle. Of course, the time will always depend on when you leave and what day you go. If you go, midday during rush hour, that's going to take you a lot longer. Although I don't have any way to compare the elevation gain to the All Trails just to see if it's correct, I can definitely say that it felt like it was at least 1,000 feet of elevation gain. There is quite a bit of switchbacks that are pretty steep and a lot of loose rocks. So if you go, I wouldn't suggest you bring your little ones or dogs that kind of like to do their own thing, because there's no it's just like straight cliff, nothing to really grab onto, so you have to be really careful. And I would also suggest that you bring some really good ankle supporting shoes. Although High Rock Lookout has a higher elevation gain, I think what makes this trail harder is all the switchbacks that I mentioned earlier, and kind of being a little bit more exposed to the sun half of the trail, so you can very easily get tired and there's really nowhere for you to sit down and take a break. On a good, nice and sunny day, you can see Mount Rainier from this lookout, but unfortunately when I went, it was pretty cloudy and some of the rain clouds start to roll in, so I didn't get to see Rainier at all. Despite that I couldn't see the mountain, I definitely enjoyed my time at this trail. I kind of felt like I was a, Disney princess in the beautiful Wonderland because of all the fall colors that are kicking in, and just you're surrounded by so much nature. There's a lot of chipmunks, a lot of you can hear the little pikas meeping in the back, and birds. There's a lot of quail. So yeah, it's definitely a perfect fall hike. Of course, I took some pictures and videos to share with you guys, so make sure you check these out and let me know what you think. One tip that I wanted to share with you is that part of the road to get to the trail is dirt road, and most of it's pretty good. There's not a lot of big rocks or potholes, but there were a few that I can definitely see a smaller low clearance vehicle struggle with. And some of the parts of the road are really, really steep, so you really have to be good at maneuvering those potholes and big rocks, and you just kind of step on it when you go up those hills, because yeah, it's a little sketch up there. This is not to scare you off. It's definitely nowhere close to the road to Summit Lake, but again, there's some parts where you would definitely need a higher clearance vehicle. I would also suggest that you bring longer pants or leggings, or just the least amount of skin exposed. One, because of the sun, and two, there's a lot of little bushes you have to go through to get to the trail, or excuse me, to the lookout. So unless you don't want to be scratched, definitely wear something longer. It also gets cold towards the middle and definitely the end once you get to the lookout. The other parts, they're warmer, and then you're going through the part where you're exposed to the sun, so you'll get kind of hot. But when you get to the lookout, it gets pretty windy, and I would also encourage you to bring a light sweater like this one. Would do just fine, or a windbreaker. As always, make sure to keep an eye out for wild mushrooms. I'm pretty sure I came across some of the white portobello mushrooms, and they can get really big. I think one of them was the size of my hand. And also some other cool and neat mushrooms that I came across. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of any of these mushrooms. I'll have to do some more research, and I did try to look some of them up, but I didn't have any good luck on finding somewhere that's for sure that's the name of this one mushroom. So if you know the names, make sure you leave them in the comments, please, and thank you. One thing to know is that they do not have a trash service, so make sure you pack out whatever you pack in. And there is a little toilet by the little lookout. I don't know what it looks like and I don't know exactly where it's at. I just saw the little sign, but I'm sure it's just one of those where you dig a hole and do your business in there. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you go to this trail. You can bring your pets on this trail. My dog did well for the most part. There were some areas where she wasn't too sure, I think because she has a little bit of trouble with her depth perception. And yeah, but other than that, I think she did great, and she didn't really have too many issues going up the hike. You know, with trails that have a lot of areas that are really exposed to the sun, staying hydrated is definitely important. What I did for this specific trail, I mixed one of the Salud packets. They're like a hydration and immunity mix before I headed out to the trail, and that kept me pretty hydrated throughout the trail. I did have to drink water here and there, but I would say for the most part I stay pretty hydrated. I will link in the description their website. I don't earn any commission from them, but I really enjoy their products and I think that you would also like them. All right, I think that's it for today's trail. I would add this to your fall trail list, and if you have any questions, let me know, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!